Welcome back to Tropicana Field, folks, for game number 2. It will be the Rip City Raiders again against the Georgia Dream. On the mound for the Dream will be Guillory, and this leadoff batter right here for Rip City. Stand by. Will be Nick Smith. Folks, if you're just tuning in, you missed a barn burner game in game 1 today. A game that had everything but a streaker. We had a delayed steal. We had a bat flip single. We had a ball that bounced directly back from behind home plate to mow down the tying run, and then some. Pitch misses, 2-1. Getting going on game 2 of the day. The championship game will be at 5:45 today. Still to be determined on exactly who's in it. Pitch catches the outside corner, 2-2 from Guillory. Here's a 3-2. Ball tapped deep into left field. Shortstop going back. Left fielder comes in to make the play and put it away. That's Davis out in left field. We'll get all straightened up here. All right, coming up will be the second batter, which should be Hezekiah Rodriguez. We'll set the defense in the second inning for everyone. Here's the 0-1. This is outside. Castillo, an extra hitter today, awaits on deck. That ball's drilled into center field. Coming in, can't make the play. It's going to skip by the center fielder, Keon Johnson. Going to roll to the wall. It's at least going to be a triple. They're trying to get the ball in. They're going to go for an inside the park home run, and that's going to happen. Ball skipped away from the center fielder, and Hezekiah Rodriguez with an inside the park home run. Ball didn't touch any glove with the turf here at Tropicana Field. We've said it all week. Just something that the youngsters aren't used to, and a ball that's really drilled will skip quickly, and that one got past the center fielder for the first run of the ball game. This will be Luis Castillo, extra hitter today, to face Guillory with a 1-0 lead and 1 out and no runners aboard. It's Mikey Parrish with Stream Live Tampa. You are listening live and watching on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Stream Live Tampa for the inaugural Pro Series Power Showcase 13 and Under World Championships. And here's the 1-0. This is just outside. All right. The 2-0 now to Castillo. Ball misses upstairs. That'll be a walk. Castillo head to first base. Reginald Samuel II now, the first baseman. Ball misses outside from Guillory. 2nd and 4 today here from Tropicana Field on Stream Live Tampa. 10th of 12 for the velvet voice of Mikey right here coming at you. Check over to first base. Runner in easily. Just settling in here, the Rip City Raiders and the Georgia Dream. Two-0 count. Samuel awaits the 2-0 offering. Misses outside again, 3-0. Early in the game here, let's see some hitters get turned loose on 3-0. Seen it 3 or 4 times during the showcase. Misses outside. So that'll put first and second. We got a quick visit to the mound. And that'll bring up Malachi Perez for Rip City. Running through 12 games in 3 days from Tropicana Field. Been an absolute joy. My thanks again to Brian Domenico, the president of operations for the Power Showcase. Go to powershowcase.com and check out exactly everything these kids got to do during their 3-day stay here from St. Petersburg. Teams from 8 or 9 different states, 6 different teams, all coming to St. Petersburg to play where the big boys play, the Tampa Bay Rays, home of your 2020 American League champions and current first place holders in the American League East. So take that, Red Sox. Take that, Yankees, who are making a move. The Red Sox are heading the other way. I believe the Rays are in Boston right now to play Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And we're about back ready for baseball from Guillory to Malachi Perez. Here's the pitch. First pitch in there for a strike. So after a skipping, bounding inside the park home run by Hezekiah Rodriguez, first and second with 1 out for Perez. Here it is. Ball tapped to first base. Past John Robinson foul. Nice play by the first base coach over there for Rip City. I believe that's Coach Q. Let me get my Facebook set up for you so you guys can holler at me on Facebook if you like. Anyone that wants to help me out on position changes, I am all ears right here behind the plate. Ball bounces in, 1-2. All right, we're all going for the Furia Rip City Raiders and the Georgia Dream. The pitch from Guillory. This is upstairs and gets away. That'll move the runners up to second and third. Perez now. 2 runners in scoring position. to add to the early lead for the Rip City Raiders. They'll be the visiting team today here in the top of the first. Georgia Dream, the home team, playing back-to-back games. Here's the pitch. Gets the call on the inside corner for the second out of the game. Jake Gray, the catcher now, trying to pick up Perez and knock in these two runners. This is to the pitch on the outside corner for 0-1. Jake Gray trying to go get that pitch instead of letting it come to him, and was out in front. That one tagged pretty good to left field. Davis comes on. It's going to fall in if it's fair, and it is. That's going to plate two, and that will put Jake Gray at second base with a 2 RBI double for Jake Gray. We'll get a courtesy runner for Jake Gray. That'll put it 3-0 for the Rip City Raiders early on. 2 outs and a runner on second. Just a ball perfectly placed in between the left fielder and the outgoing infielders. This will be Hunter Dotson. Ball blocked. The runner will not be able to advance. Hunter Dotson, the center fielder today for your Rip City Raiders. Be 1-0 to Dotson. 5-1, 109. Here's the 1-0. This is upstairs, 2-0. Hitters count for Dotson. Guillory trying to get that third out. And the pitch. Got the pitch on the outside corner. Home plate umpire Will Gallant. You'll have Will Kistler at second. Josue Torres at first base for this game. And Jared Neal, the one of nimble feet, nimble hands, moves from behind the plate over to third base. 3-1 now. It's a beautiful day in St. Petersburg. Got to pop outside and get a little sun on my face with a little breeze. Back in here for game number 2 of today. Guillory steps off with a courtesy look towards second. Here's the 3-1. Misses inside. So first and second now. So first and second. 2 outs in a 3-0 ball game. Antoine Daniels, the left fielder now. Guillory to the plate. Looks to second base. Does make the throw. Back in there safely is the runner. So 2 hits in the first inning for Rip City. Have plated 3. Before the Dream get to the plate. It's happened on more than a few occasions in this tournament. Ball misses high and inside. Third base coach politely asks his player to check his signs. Misses on the outside corner, 2-0. Antoine Daniels, 6'1", 135. Awaits the 2-0. Ball misses up, 3-0. That one catches the corner for 3-1. Unless it's perfectly pitched, third base coach says. Get it to 3-2. He wants to get those runners rolling for a base hit to get them on the merry-go-round. Here's the 3-1. Pop directly up. Gonna have room. Nice play by the catcher right there. Davis for the Dream to put it away. Either he was going to catch it or I was, but that'll be the third out with 3 runs in the first. The Georgia Dream are awaiting with the lead, will await the Rip City Raiders come to the plate. This is Mikey Paris for Stream Live Tampa. We'll be right back. Back at you live from Tropicana Field, the Pro Series Power Showcase. A 3-0 deficit early. For the Dream, but they're back up to answer here in the bottom of the first. Brennan Niles, number 25 on the hill for the Rip City Raiders. And here's the pitch. Ball in there for strike one. 1-1. And the 1-1. Off speed is going to be laced to left field. That is going to bounce over the head of Antoine Daniels. Another ball that just goes off the spongy turf of Tropicana Field and jumps over the head of the left fielder. That'll go as a double. So a leadoff double for Keon Johnson. And here's Ethan DeJesus, extra hitter today. With no outs, Dream looking to answer. Ball misses up and out. Jordan Johnson awaits on deck. Ball is drilled towards the gap. It will find the grass, and another spongy bat will go all the way, go shopping at the gap for Ethan DeJesus. He holds up at second as the ball is gotten in pretty quickly by the outfielders. So back-to-back doubles to start the game for the Dream. We'll bring up the third baseman, number 13, Jordan Johnson now, as the Dream answer in a hurry. Nice off-speed pitch by Niles, in for a strike. Here's the 0-1. Tries it again, stays inside this time. Three to one's your score early. 2 hits apiece. With no outs, runner in scoring position. There's the curveball drilled directly into center field. Hunter Dotson out there. He will not make the play. It pops out of his glove. The runner will advance to third as he had to hold up. So that's going to be E7. And it will get us to first and third. Still with no outs. The ball just popped right out of the glove. Hunter Dotson. Big John Robbins now, 6 foot 180, left-handed hitter with first and third, and still no outs. As Brandon Niles has done a decent job, just had a little trouble with the defense. Ball skips away, allowing the runner to get to second base now. So second and third for John Robbins. He's taking some violent cuts. Still waiting for him to get into one on the barrel and square one up. Another good cut right there. One and one now. As Copa wakes on deck. Ball misses out 2-1. Two-one pitch from Niles. Little off speed, had him out in front. He's going to pop it up directly towards Samuel, and he makes the play for that first out. Big out there for Niles. Runners cannot advance, getting that first out. And here is the lanky lefty, number 24, Robin Cope. Pitched in the first game just a little while ago. Did a great job, just got in some trouble late, and he had to go to the bullpen. He was all over the plate, but did a great job. So second, needs to get a productive at bat here, at least to squeeze another across. See if he can do that. Floater, the outside corner for a strike. 1-1. Interesting off-speed pitch from Niles. It comes different out of his hand, a little hard to pick up. And it just butterflies across. The fastball on the outside, tailing away. Cope gets a piece of it to ruin it. 1-2 still. And the pitch. That one tails away. 2-2. Keon Johnson with a double for the first at bat. Had a double last game and also won the MVP, which got him a bat in the tournament. They have an MVP for each game. Get a bat from our sponsors. You'll see the sponsors run across in between innings. 3-2 now. Floater pulled foul. Cope did his best to wait back on that. He just could not wait back long enough. Pulled it foul to the first base side. So still a full count here, second and third. Niles. Base hit directly up the middle. That will find center field. That's going to plate 2 runs. And they will go to second base to keep that runner, the go-ahead run, off of second base. Nice job by Cope. So the Dream answer with 3 of their own here in the bottom of the first. Still just 1 out. We're getting a few Ric Flair woos from the crowd. This is Jared James, extra hitter in this game so far. The 1-0 from Niles. Ball is hit straight up. We'll see Samuel going back out into right field. Makes a nice play. Over the shoulder, looking up into the dome, which is a challenge in as itself. Also worrying about the jetting out a little bit past first base here at Tropicana Field. So James will go down 3 unassisted for the second out. This will bring up Anthony Davis Jr., the catcher. Picking up a little laundry. So 3-3 now with 2 outs. Runner aboard at first base. Big base hit by Cope there to knock in 2 to tie this ball game early. In on his hands for a strike. Foul directly off. Nice play in the dugout over there off the net. Anthony Davis Jr., 5'11", 155. Loader, that's tattooed center field. Dotson will go back on his horse, see if he can get there. He won't. It'll fall in between the two. Cope will score easily. The runner at third will be held. They're going to go out and check on Dotson there. So I was blocked by the shortstop. I don't know if the 2 outfielders got into each other, but the left fielder is down 2, so I'm guessing they did. As we check on this injury timeout, we'll take a quick break. It's 4-3 and a barn burner of a first inning. Come on back here to Tropicana Field for Stream Live Tampa. We'll be right back. Big hand for the left fielder and center fielder. Looks like they're both going to stay in the ball game after a collision in left center from a ball that hit right between them, and they got into each other. Done that once. If Bart Lime's listening, we cracked into each other at Pony Colt. But Bart actually held on. We went coconuts and cracked heads and everything. He held on to it, playing left. I was playing center. Never forget it. 2 outs now, 4-3. The Dream have bounced back to score 4 after giving up 3 in the first. So Daniels and Dotson remain in the game for Rip City. Still with a runner on third now, with 2 outs for Brennan Niles. Just missed, allegedly. Here's Niles with a 2-0. That one's in there, and it's going to be a base hit served beautifully into left field. He'll make the big turn, but he will hold up. Another RBI. That'll put 5 on the board now. That'll bring up the second baseman, Colin. Chance Dixon, I apologize. Runner goes, 1-hop throw, not in time. Here's the 2-0 from Niles. Niles has thrown a ton times better than what it shows on the scoreboard, folks. He's been out of this inning on 3 different occasions. Just had a couple bugaboos in the outfield. Here's the 2-1. It's missed. Runner from second fakes the go. That'll run to 3-1. That's going to miss wildly behind the batter. Keep an eye on Dixon. He hustles down to first on the walk. It'll be first and third. We'll get a mound visit here to Niles. The hard luck first inning pitcher here. Could have been out of this inning. We'll take a break right now and stream live Tampa. We'll be right back. Here's Carson Ray. Shortstop today. Fouls it directly off. Here's Niles to Carson Ray now. Straight up. It's going to be in between the first baseman and the catcher. First baseman comes over. Samuel puts it away. So, a great answer by the Dream. After giving up 3 in the top of the first, they answer with 5 runs on 5 hits with 1 left. It's going to be 5-3 heading to the top of the second. For Stream Live Tampa, this is Mikey Paris. We'll be right back. Back at Tropicana Field in the barn burner of a first inning. 5-3, we go to the top of the second. Rip City now. Back to the plate, back to work, finding themselves down by 2 after putting a 3 spot up in the first. This will be Braden Vachon. 5'1", 105. With a new pitcher, Colin Thomas, on for the Dream. Here's the 1-0. Just misses outside. And the pitch. That one just misses. Allegedly. 3-0. Vachon will get the four pitch walk. That'll bring up the pitcher, Brandon Niles. Big lead at first base now for Vachon. 5'10", 250. Brandon Niles fisted, won't be able to be caught by John Robbins over at first base. So 5-3 in the top of the second. Vachon over at first. And the pitcher, hard luck pitcher in the first inning, I would say. Brandon Niles tries to go with the bunt. It's a bunt and run. What a nice throw by the catcher right there. Davis guns him down on a perfect throw. Vachon trying to take second base. is cut down by Davis on a screamer of a throw down to second. So first, one out now. Coach comes out for a explanation, try to pick up exactly what he was questioning. Try to get with the umpire and see what that was about in between innings. So he did offer at the bunt. It is 0-2. And base is empty now for Colin Thomas. O2 misses upstairs. So 1-2 with one out. That one misses outside, 2-2 to even the count for Niles. First game was fantastic today. This game's starting off heading that way. 5-3 after one. And the pitch. This is outside. It'll come right back to me. I'll get another ball to the pitcher, and we'll be ready for the 3-2. The 3-2 pitch now from Colin Thomas. Goes with the curveball on 3-2. Bounces it up there a little bit, and Niles would not bite. So that'll put him to first base. That'll turn the lineup over to get back up to Nick Smith, who has the only home run of the tournament. 5'5", 130. Smoked one down the left field line. Got into the 162 landing of Tropicana Field. Evan Longoria deposited a ball there in game 162 of the season. And a huge moment in Rays history. That ball is going to be into the gap in left center field. He can also pick himself up. A pair of pants and a shirt going shopping to the gap. They'll try to get the ball in. They're going to wave the runner. He's going to throw to the plate now. Will not be in time. It's going to be an RBI double for Nicholas Smith. Third ball of the day we've seen go to the gap. I guess everyone's trying to get ready for school. Ball was actually steamed to the 378 sign in left center field. Back to Hezekiah Rodriguez now. Walked and scored in the first. Fastball misses up. Fastball at the letters for Smith, and he turned on it nicely into the gap in left center. Ball misses low. Have a quick visit. Coach Pizarro of the Dream, I apologize. Assistant coach. So 5-4. Little pep talk Rip City Raiders trying to answer right back. Putting a 3 spot up in the first. Giving up 5. Now they've pushed one across to make it 5-4. Here's the pitch. That one misses outside as well. 2-0. 3-0. Ball 4. Put Rodriguez on. 2 walks on the day so far for Rodriguez. Bring up our extra hitter, Luis Castillo. Still with 1 out. Here's the pitch. Misses down, gets away. The runners will move up. Second and third. Castillo a chance to give Rip City the lead once again. 2-0 to Castillo. Hitters count. Misses outside. I believe that'll be 2-0 now. 2-0 now.
Let's go.
2 balls and no strikes, 1 out. Second and third. Castillo. Awaits the pitch. Going to serve it into left field for a base hit. A great jump from second base. Going to be close at the plate. He's going to make it. See if he's going to be okay. I don't know if he tagged the base. That time now, we'll find out. See where that foot hit as he tumbled in. Hezekiah Rodriguez got a fantastic jump off a second, read the ball perfectly. A strong throw from the left fielder Davis made it a close play. But Castillo will give Rip City the lead with a 2 RBI double for Rip City. A back and forth affair earlier, and we've got the start of a back and forth affair in game number 2. Ball in there for a strike from Colin Thomas. The 0-1. High up and in. Ball bounces directly back. Castillo will be able to take third. So 6-5 runner in third. Still with 1 out. Pitchers are allowed to throw 125 pitches through the duration of the tournament. And as always, pitching is a premium. That's a great off-speed pitch to get in there for the strike. 1-2. And the pitch. Goes off speed to get a little bit with a slider. Castillo cannot catch it. It does tip off the bat, but a great catch by the catcher. So that'll be the second out of the inning on the singing strike. The swinging strike. Easy for me to say. This will be Malachi Perez now. Samuel goes down with the strikeout for the second out. Here's Perez. When you get him to third, you always want to get him in. Perez will be looking to get that 2-out hit. 1 ball, no strikes. Drilled to center field. Took a step in, but I don't even think Keon Johnson had to move for that one. Goes right to him. Ball struck well by Perez, but that'll be the 3rd out of the inning. So after 1.5, 6 runs on 4 hits and 5 runs on 5 hits. We'll go into the bottom of the 2nd inning. The Dream coming to the plate, trailing once again. We'll be right back for Stream Live Tampa. It's Mikey Parrish. We'll be right back. Back to work at Tropicana Field here in the bottom of the 2nd. And the Dream find themselves trailing again. Here's Davis for the Dream. The left fielder, Antoine Davis. 2-0. Malachi Perez to the mound for the Rip City Raiders. And Castillo has moved from extra hitter to third base. Ball directed directly back at Javier Nunez. Got our power source, but I believe everything is okay. That will stress out Javier Nunez for the next 30 to 45 seconds, but it's looking like everything is all right. That pushed the net back and got our power source. Ball drilled directly. Castillo into the game, quickly awake for the 1st out. Davis got it on the fat part of the bat, but directly at Castillo for out number 1. So Guillory now. Christopher Guillory serves it directly to left field. Does not make the catch out there. Heading to second base now. And be in there. I don't know if that's Antoine Daniel still out in left field or not. But if so, it came up just short. I'm going to call it a hit. So it came up just before his glove. So Guillory with a double. Here's Appling now, an extra hitter. Ellis Appling. The runner on second. The Dream need one to tie. Right-hander Malachi Perez on. Facing 5'7", 190 pounds, Ellis Appling. Foul directly back for a strike. So 1-2 with one out. Perez to the plate. Swung through a big 1-2 fastball, but Appling goes down for the second out. That'll put us back to the top of the order for Keon Johnson, who hit a double in the first. Had a double last game as well. DeJesus moves into the on-deck circle. 6'1", 164 for the versatile Keon Johnson. Off-speed pitch in there for a strike. Nicely done by Perez to get ahead 0-1. Here's the pitch from Perez. Upstairs, Johnson able to lay off. The pitch above the letters. So 1-1 now. Down in the dirt, nice play by the catcher, Jake Gray. Rocking the Stormtrooper catcher's gear. Johnson steps out. Perez will switch him up. Two outs, runner still at second. And the powerful leadoff hitter, Keon Johnson, awaits the 1-1. Off-speed pitch, just off the outside. Did not miss by much. 3-1 now. Went doubled up on the curveball. That one missed low. So Johnson will walk. He's aboard. We'll bring up DeJesus. Visit to the pitcher's mound. We'll take a quick break for a sip of water. We'll be right back for Stream Live Tampa. Back and ready for baseball. DeJesus with two outs, runners on first and second. Awaits the pitch from Perez. This is down and in. Another nice play by Jake Gray to dive into the left handed batter's box to keep that from going to the screen and letting runners move up to second and third. Here it is. That one catches the corner. Tailing fastball. Away from the left-handed De Jesus. Here's the pitch. Off speed, misses just up. 2 balls and a strike now. Malachi Perez mixing his pitches very well. Just missing with the off-speed stuff a little bit. Steps off. And the 2-1. One miss down. Jake Gray doing this work back behind the plate. Nothing helps a pitcher's ERA better than a good catcher. I promise you that. And the pitch. That tailing fastball will not be in, so it's going to be a walk to De Jesus. That's going to jam him up with 2 outs. And a big moment here for Jordan Johnson. The third baseman here. Perez gets ahead with a good fastball on the outer half. Jordan Johnson scored in the first. There's off speed, and that's going to be served beautifully into center field. I believe that will score 2. Here comes the throw, gets away in between first and third, cannot be corralled by Gray, and the runners will move up on the throwing error from center fielder Dotson. Ball just ran up the line on him. So that will plate 2 more. A spin your hat around single by Jordan Johnson. Plates 2, so second and third now, still with 2 outs. Malachi Perez, and he faces the big lefty, John Robbins. This down. So the lead changes hands again, and up and down we go. The roller coaster of momentum continues to roll for the Dream. First game continues into the second game, but they are absolutely murdering the baseball, I promise you that. Base hits up and down the lineup. Just missed. 2-0. Big hitters count here for Robbins. I said in the first, I've been waiting for him to catch that one on the barrel and square it up. Misses outside. 3-0. Gonna walk again, and dejectedly Robbins throws the bat, but then hustles down to first base. Just disappointed he wants to swing the bat. Can't blame a kid. So, from the frying pan into the fire, from John Robbins, now to Robert Cope. With bases loaded, still 2 outs. It does not get any easier for Malachi Perez. And the pitch. Just missed 2. It's been around the plate with his curveball and the fastball, but the pitches have been off just a little bit. There's Cope with a 1-0. There's a ball skied deep into right center field, up into the dome. and he pulls it in for the third out of the game. It is not how you catch it, but if you catch it. Right fielder Braden Bullock pulled it in. It won't be on any teaching tapes, but that's an out nonetheless. That gets out of it. It keeps the score at 7-6 for the Dream. Don't go away, folks. Let's see what's going to happen here in the top of the third for Rip City. There's no telling. We'll be right back. Back at Tropicana Field for the top of the third here between the Georgia Dream and the Rip City Raiders. Rip City coming to the plate now. In the top of the third inning, find themselves trailing again now 7-6. Up 3-2, or up 3-0, down 5-3, up 6-5, now down 7-6. Somebody called Jenny. Almost had the 8-6-7-5-3-0-9. First pitch misses. From Colin Thomas. This is Jake Gray, who is doing yeoman's work behind the plate today. Ball tipped off the edge of the bat. He cue balls it for a strike. Jake Gray doubled in the first. Here's the pitch from Thomas. This is upstairs with a fastball. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 pitch. Takes a little off, maybe a little slider action. Gets that one in there for 2-2. Get a little help from Carson Ray, the shortstop. The ball trickled away from Thomas. So we're ready for the 2-2. And the pitch. There it is again, just missed inside. Starting to find the feel for that pitch a little bit. It's Thomas. As Gray lives to see another. Here's the pitch. It's going to be served into left field for a base hit for Jake Gray. Smooth swing on that young man. As Jake Gray is halfway home to the cycle. This will be Hunter Dobson now, the center fielder. Good to see them stay in the ball game after a collision in the left center earlier. 5'1", 109, Hunter Dodson. Here's the pitch. Just misses outside. That one in there, catches the corner this time. 1-1. Though behind the runner, nice play by Robbins to keep it from going into right field. So 2 balls and a strike. The pinch runner for Jake Gray over there at first, the catcher. Just inside now. 3-1. Good fastball there, just missed inside. Heard that one pop the mitt. Here's the pitch. This is just out. So Thomas now, a little bit of trouble with nobody out, first and second. Should be the left fielder, Antoine Daniels. Tries to bunt. Does not get it down. City now goes to a little bit of small ball there. Try to move the runners up with nobody out. Daniels just fouled down the first base line. Here's the pitch. This is outside. Crashing first baseman in the defensive play. And the pitch. That went in there for a strike. Curveball beauty for the strikeout. That'll get Daniels. Great curveball there from Colin Thomas. Here's Vachon now. The right fielder, who I misidentified earlier, so I apologize for that. Braden Vachon gets a tip. The runners will have to go back. 5'1", 105 for Vachon, who pulled in that last out last inning on a tough ball high into the high sky dome of Tropicana Field. And the 0-1. Ball caught by the shortstop on the pickoff attempt. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss by Vashon. And the high fastball. So 0-2 now. Ahead in the count, Colin Thomas. Tries to snap that curveball, stays up. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Looks in for the 1-2. Steps off. Swing and a miss for out number 2. Vashon goes down. For the second out. That'll bring up Niles now. Niles tried to tie it up for Rip City. Good cut. Tipped directly back into the mid of Davis for the first strike. That one misses outside. .510, 251 for Brandon Niles. Pitched earlier. Pitched a lot better than the scorebook shows. Threw strikes, did what he could do. Just didn't work out defensively for him. Here's the 2-1. That one catches the corner for 2-2. So Niles now 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 out for Brandon Niles, trying to tie this thing up. And the pitch. That one is outside. Just a baseball outside of the 2-1 pitch. So now it's full, and the runners will go on the pitch. Courtesy turn towards second, just to keep him honest. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. We'll do it all over again. As the Rip City runners on first and second get their cardio in for this fine Tuesday. So back at it, 3-2. Niles awaits. And there they go. It's going to miss outside. So that'll load the bases. Back to the top of the order with the dangerous Nick Smith. Sent a ball screaming into the left center field gap earlier for a double. Nicholas Smith now. We're going to have a courtesy runner. As Niles will be run for. That'll be number 1. Braxton Spahn, I believe it is. As I try to read the writing on the lineup card, I believe that is correct. It is number 1. It's definitely Spahn, number 1. I think it's Braxton. So back to it. 2 outs for the leadoff hitter, Danger Smith. Nice job by the catcher there, saving a run. Takes it on the back of the forearm. Try to get the feeling back into it. Right on the back of there. That's where the bone is, not the meat of the forearm. So that can sting. So 1 ball, no strikes. And a big moment right here in this back and forth ball game. Bases juiced and down by 1 for Rip City. Here it is. That one will catch the corner. A 1-1. Smith awaits. That one's going to skip up there. Another good job by the catcher. So 2 balls and a strike. Colin Thomas now, nowhere to put him. Doesn't want to go to a 3-ball count. And believe me, Nick Smith is aware. This is outside though, 3-1. Rip City seems to go just, the pitch has to be absolutely perfect on 3-1. Coach loves that 3-2 to get those runners moving, get those extra few steps. Gets the call, 3-2, outside off-speed pitch. Coach Pizarro over there for Rip City, making sure that all the runners know to make sure he's heading to the plate and then get on your horse and giddy up and go. Here it comes. Ball down low, so that's going to put that tying run across the plate for Rip City. As we can continue to pinball back and forth with the lead. Still bases loaded. Colin Thomas trying to get out of it with Hezekiah Rodriguez to the plate. Playing second base today, and 2 walks already on the day. Defense will hold their ground at all positions on the infield. Ball popped directly up towards the second baseman. That's Dixon, and he makes the play. Nice job right there to get out of it. But Rip City does plate 1. So in this crazy game, it is a tie ball game heading to the bottom of the 3rd. This is Mikey Paris for Stream Live Tampa. We'll be right back. Back at Tropicana Field, Mikey Paris will stream live Tampa at the Pro Series Power Showcase 13 and Under World Championships in a game that has been ping-ponged back and forth, the lead every inning, and now we have a tie ball game heading to the bottom of the third, 7-7. This will be Jared James to face Malachi Perez. Here's the first pitch. Upstairs. Couple of great ball games starting off the showcase on this final day, Tuesday. That ball is drilled into left field. Looking up, it's going to be off the wall on one bounce. That's a double for Jared James starting the bottom of the third. I wouldn't expect anything less in this back and forth affair. That ball got over the head of left fielder Daniels in a hurry and pounded high off the wall. Anthony Davis Jr. now. The runner on second, looking to give the Dream the lead. Just missed inside. Perez on the cusp of finding that feel on the curveball to get it over in that first pitch. Just missed. Anthony Davis Jr. now. 2-0. Had a single in the first. Folks, I expect nothing else to happen. Each team has gotten better every game I've seen them play. And you would definitely expect that when they're coming into a brand new field. Or the excitement of playing in a big league park. You're traveling, which I don't know if you've done that lately. It's not absolute joy, especially if you're flying. So the kids have settled in nicely, and the games today have been off the charts great. Here's the 3-0 from Perez. Doesn't get the call on the curveball there, so walk. We'll put him at first and second. We'll have another quick visit. I'm going to rest the pipes. We'll be right back here from Stream Live Tampa. This is Mikey Paris. Here's the pitcher now, Colin Thomas. We've had some defensive changes we'll run down as we can. Colin Thomas, the pitcher now, or the pitcher at bat now. I'll get a number on the pitcher, I'll let you know. The strike on the outside corner. That's still Mal on the mound. Still Perez, a new third baseman, I believe, to let Castillo go down and get loose in the bullpen. So I'll try to get a number on the third baseman. 0-1, nobody out, first and second. Fastball drifts inside. 1-1 from Perez to his adversary currently, Thomas. Curveball hit between. Shortstop makes a great backhanded throw. Great backhanded play. The throw will not be in time, though, with the speedy Thomas. So that'll load him up on an infield hit. Great glove play right there by Nick Smith. Just too deep in the hole, and a strong throw on top of it. It's too deep in the hole to make the play. Infield hit. So Chance Dixon now with the bases loaded. Fouled straight back. So a double, a walk, and a single has loaded it up for the Dream, who are looking to once again take the lead. Swing and a miss by Dixon. 0-2 now. Here's the pitch. Tapped over the pitcher's head. See if the second baseman can make the play. He can, but a run will score. That's a fine play by Hezekiah Rodriguez. The minute that it bounced over Malachi Perez's head, I thought that was base hit all the way. Avoiding the runner, number one. Scooping the ball on the short hop and then making the throw. That's a fine play by Hezekiah. But it does allow the Dream to take the lead, so we have one out, second and third. And this will be the shortstop, Carson Ray. Jake Gray with a quick jot out to the mound. So one out and looking to expand their one-run lead now of the Georgia Dream. With Callan Davis awaiting on deck. Curveball just misses up. He's all over the plate with that number two, but just can't seem to find it to drop in. Not far off from finding it. Second and third. 2-0. That one's going to get away and will allow the runner to score from third. That will make it 9-7. The ball is thrown. We're going to try again. Barehanded. Now we're going to have a rundown. And now we're going to have Smith crossing the plate for another run. Thomas comes all the way around to score now, as the ball gets thrown around just a little bit. That'll make it 10-7. Still with the one out and a 3-0 count. Tough luck there for Rip City. Here's the pitch. That one misses inside, so we'll have a base runner now with Davis coming to the plate. It'll be the left fielder, Antoine. Oh, hold on one second. Stand by. Guillory is on deck. Number 3, Callan Davis. Correct. As I tell myself all the time, don't doubt yourself, Mikey. You are absolutely correct. And then I will be immediately corrected by my lovely girlfriend, Tracy Hawkins. Going to have the move now. Castillo, who went out of the game from third base to go get loose, will now come into the ball game to pitch. We're going to take a quick break. Rest the golden voice. We'll be right back. back again. Here we go. It's going to be Samuel to come in to pitch, and Castillo will go into first base. And what has now become a 10-7 game in favor of the Dream. Rip City looking to get these couple outs, get back in there, because they'll probably score 4 the way this game has been going. 2-0 now to Kalon Davis, 5'7", 135. In there for a strike, 2-1. And the pitch from Samuel. Popping the mitt, good velocity, just upstairs. So Samuel the second to the mound, throws over to first. Castillo at first. And the Dream with a 10-7 lead. In a back and forth affair here in game number 2 of 4 at Tropicana Field. Ball misses outside. That'll put him at first and second with just the 1 out. And this will be Christopher Guillory, who was pitching earlier with 1 out. For the Dream. Here's the 1-0. Strike call right there. Guillory agrees again. The 1-1 now. Swing and a miss by Guillory on a good fastball right there from Samuel. One and two to the plate. Another good fastball in the outside corner for Samuel. That'll retire Guillory on the strikeout for the second out. Here comes Ellis Appling. Try to put some more tack-ons for the Georgia Dream. Fastball misses outside. 1-0. That one misses up. Jake Gray with the quick trot out. Let him know we got 2 outs. Let's get us a ground ball. Don't try to strike everybody out. It's fascist. Says Crash Davis. I need my first Bull Durham reference today. Hold it like an egg. 2-0 now. That'll skip up there. Runner gets off second, but back in time. So 3-0. Samuel trying to find it. Get that release point down. And a 3-0. Right down the pipe. Take all the way from Appling. Here's the 3-1. This misses outside. So that'll load the bases, but more importantly, get to the top of the order. And Keon Johnson, who's had a great 3 days here in St. Petersburg. Samuel trying to keep this from getting out of hand. Here he is. Ball goes back. Here's that kick. We're going to have some fun right now, folks. Got the runner out at third for the third out of the game on the bounce back. It's something you just can't practice. You can't be prepared for it. You don't know if it's going to stick. If you don't run, you know it's going to stick at the back by the net, and then you'll wish that you had gone. But that gets the third out. 10-7 now. We're going to go to the top of the fourth with Rip City needing to make some hay themselves now to get back in this ball game. For Stream Live Tampa, I'm Mikey Paris. We'll be right back. Florida State attendee Mikey Paris back here. Going to the top of the fourth with the Georgia Dream leading 10-7. Castillo to the plate. The new pitcher is going to be Carson Ray. Misses outside. This is Luis Castillo, who is now at first base. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike, 1-1. Five fantastic years at Florida State. 1-1 pitch. Ball drilled. That's going to go to the right center field gap. Castillo is going to go ahead. It's going to get to the wall. It's going to be in there for a double. It was a nice play by Keon Johnson to keep that from going all the way to the wall. It could have been a triple, but a leadoff double by Castillo for Rip City. So Castillo has walked, doubled, and doubled. Having himself a good day. Brings up Samuel, the pitcher now. Off-speed pitch, nicely done by Carson Ray. 5 great years at Florida State. I majored in life experience, and I minored in fiscal irresponsibility, but it was fun. Here's the pitch. That little floater, Samuel was able to lay off. He thought about it, but kept the bat on his shoulder. Here's the 1-1 with nobody out. And a runner, Castillo, at second. Ooh, that ball came in nicely for Samuel. Took a good cut. Castillo does not advance to third. And is again politely asked to listen to the third base coach. So 1-2 now for Samuel. And the pitch. Ball had such a spin on it. Davis got his glove down, but it was able to spin just under. And that allows Castillo to move over to third and probably get a word or two from his third base coach. Two and two here. And the pitch. That ball is going to the gap one more time. Samuel picking up another pair of slacks and a shirt as he goes shopping at the gap again. He'll hold up at second. That's going to make it 10-8. So another double from Rip City. And a 10-8 score now. So Malachi Perez up with nobody out. And Malachi Perez is the tying run to the plate. We have not had a zero in any half inning of this ball game. And the streak continues. That's in there for strike one from Carson Ray. Been all crooked numbers except for the top of the third. And that's why you're looking at a 10-8 score. Here's the pitch. Floater stays up. Malachi Perez 0 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. Swung under a letter high fastball. Perez had ideas for that pitch, just swung under it. Looks like got a action in the bullpen for the Dream. A big lefty. Here's the pitch from Ray. Just misses outside. Catcher wanted that call. If you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter, please do us a favor and like, share, and retweet. And go to YouTube and subscribe. Pretty please. That's going to load it up. Ball missed outside. 3-2 now. With nobody out for Carson Ray. To the 5'6", 138-pound Perez. That ball ruined, fouled off nicely by Perez. Keeps it at 3-2. Ball lifted into short left. Shortstop goes over. They do collide, but the ball was caught for the first out. The shortstop does make the play. It's Jordan Johnson. Collides with the third baseman, but the out is made. So Perez retired, and that's going to bring up Jake Gray, who's having himself a heck of a day, with a double and a single so far. Ball fouled off to right. Jake Gray doubled in the first and singled in the third. Pretty close play at the pickoff attempt at second. But back in there. Safely was the runner. Excuse me. One out. That one misses upstairs. Here's the pitch from Ray to Gray. Just lays off. He thought about it, but let it go by. So now 2-1. Yo, that's going to get him. So a hit by pitch will keep Jake Gray at 2 for 2 at the very least and put him over at first base. So first and second now. Still with the one out. This will be the center fielder, Dotson. Did I miss a guy? Number 3. It is Dotson. All right. So 10-8 now. 3-3-1 and 1 so far this inning for Rip City. 5-2-3 in the bottom of the fourth coming for the Dream. So Rip City has to make it happen in this inning due to time constraints and our 2-hour time limit. And we'll get a new pitcher here. Jared James will come in to pitch for the Dream. So this will be hit right here, Rip City. They have first and second with one out and the go-ahead run coming to the plate. Take a quick break. We'll be right back with the exciting conclusion. Back now in the final half inning. Rip City needs to score 3. But they have first and second. Jacob Brown to the plate for Rip City. And Jared James on the pitch for the Dream. Ball misses up. 1-0. 5-4, 115 for Jacob Brown. Pinch hitting with one out in a big situation here. This is inside for 2-0. Runners took a couple steps like they were going to go. I don't see that happening. But you never know. Here's a 2-0 to Brown. Right down the middle. It's going to be tapped slowly to short. They're going to go to second. They do not get it. The ball gets away from the second baseman. That's going to score at least one. It's going to let the runner get to third and keep the other runner at first base. Brown stays at first. Ball just trickled off the glove of the second baseman, Thomas Dixon. It's going to make it 10-9. So now the tying runs to third. And we might get into some interesting rules if this game ends in a tie, which I would not try to explain at this juncture. Ball fouled directly back for 0-1. Here's Jared James now, facing number 10. Do not throw down. So now for Rip City, a base hit could win it. Let's see how the coach plays it. He'll go ahead and pitch to the batter. It's a 1-1 count. Looking for the strikeout pop-up. The pitch. Right in there for strike two. Braxton Spoon to the plate. S-P-O-H-N. So we're down to it here, second and third with one out, 2-2 on the batter in a 10-9 ball game. Nice job by the catcher there. 3-2 now. For that base hit ball four action, number 11 on deck. Right down the middle. Could not pull the trigger on the fastball for the second out. So here we are. Ball fouled off. Braxton Bullock, I think we may be behind a batter. I don't believe he's 6 foot tall. So with 2 outs, second and third, down by a run in the final half inning for Rip City. Jared James to the plate, upstairs. This is our boy Pete. Pete Fakanos on to pinch hit in a huge situation. The 1-0 count. It's going to be a base hit right there. Peter is going to come in and get the job done. Here's a strong throw to the plate. He's not going to get him. Pete comes in. So I guess they're going to take the lead. Are the Dream going to get to bat here? So they will let the Dream get their final at bat. It's a fluid situation as far as the rules are concerned. Yesterday we had a couple stop. I guess both teams conceded. This would not be a... After they start the inning, they will continue unless both teams concede. So we will get a final at bat for the Dream. So here's Braxton Spahn, 5'2", 93 pounds. Still 2 outs. What a big moment for Pete with a 2-out hit to give Rip City the lead. Ball straight up and back over my head. So in this game that you wouldn't expect anything less, 11-10 now, favor of Rip City. Base hits from both dugouts. Strike 3 right there, that'll do it. So it's going to be 1 run needed to tie and 2 to win for the Georgia Dream. We'll be right back. Come back for the exciting last half. Mikey Parrish, Stream Live Tampa. We'll be right back. And here we go, folks. You don't want to miss this last half inning. I guarantee you that. It's the top of the lineup, too, for the Georgia Dream, who found themselves trailing again, 11-10. I don't know if I've ever been a part of playing, watching, or calling a game that has been back and forth as many times as this one. Here's Keon Johnson. Samuel remains on the mound for Rip City. And this is the last half inning, folks. Here's the pitch. That ball is drilled deep towards the catwalk. Going. It's going to hit the third catwalk, which is a home run here at Tropicana Field. That ball is absolutely crushed and gone. A, B, and C ring. Off of the C ring, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely crushed to tie the ball game by Keon Johnson. There have not many balls I've seen hit farther than that here in Tropicana Field. Avisail Garcia hit one into the pennant up there. Frank Thomas hit one into the beach up there. But ladies and gentlemen, that ball hit the C-ring, which is way out of here. Absolutely crushed by Keon Johnson. I don't think he could get any more of that at all. Holy cow, in the words of the late, great Harry Carey. Here's De Jesus now. Excuse me while I catch my breath. Still no outs. Missed on the outside. 2-0 now. Still more work to do for the Dream if they want to pull this out. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Nice comeback pitch from Samuel right there. In there for a strike, two. Samuel, the heart of a lion, battling back after giving up a titanic shot there. Not easy to do. Goes right back and gets the next hitter. That's fine to see from that pitcher right there, bouncing back for the out. That's grit right there, folks. So with one out now, like I was saying, from the Rays, Avisail Garcia, there's a foul ball right now from Johnson. Up in your AL East 2020 champions, actually the 2019, hit a ball up there, and you could see the ball impression for the longest time on the flag, but it looks like it straightened itself out. But that one was not far from getting up into that vicinity too. Folks, I live here in town, and I've been to probably hundreds of Rays games, and the echo from that shot is as loud as anything I've ever heard. Wood bat, aluminum bat, I don't care. That ball was tagged. Not too bad for Samuel right there, as he tries to keep it right here, tied at 11 with one out and a 2-1 count to Johnson. Tripped over towards third. Gonna eat it. Got the glove on it. That's going to be an infield single. So with one out, Johnson at first. Here's John Robbins, who I promise you has ideas of his own. And why not? As stated previously, that was the cut I was looking for. John Robbins, 6 foot 180. Guarantee you he can get into a ball just like that too. Probably his last at bat of the tournament. Just unbutton it and let it go. With Cope on deck. Just one out, 0-2 pitch now. Ball is going to not be in time for the stolen base, and that gets the winning run to second base. So Robbins now with 1 and 2. That being the case, he may shorten it up a little bit with 2 strikes. Try to get the base hit to win it for the Georgia Dream. Could not pull the trigger for the second out on the strikeout. But that's going to bring Robin Cope to the plate with 2 outs. After giving up the big blast to Keon Johnson, Samuel continues to challenge. getting strikes and getting a strike out of the strong left-handed hitter, John Robbins. Robin Cope now at a single in the first. He's only 6'5" and 190. And a pitcher to boot. A strong outing earlier today. So here we go with 2 outs, 11-11. Kind of game you'd see at Wrigley Field when the wind's blowing out 40 miles an hour. But we're inside. These kids have just been stroking the baseball. And enough defense to keep it close in a back-and-forth affair. Runner's going to third. They throw down, but he makes it. Just too good of a jump. So Jake Gray's got to block everything right here. I would hate to see a game that's been so great going back and forth end on nothing but a hit or a strikeout. There's a swing right there. 1-1. Good cut from Cope. Better pitch from Samuel. 2 balls and a strike. Samuel now looks in with 2 balls and 1 strike. He played it wrong. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2-2 now. Let's call it right the first time. I believe I'm being tested by my boss right now. 2-2, 2 outs. The winning run at third for Cope. Here's Samuel. This is outside. Of course it'll go to full count. Of course it will. Jared James waits on deck just in case. Here's a 3-2 from Samuel. Fouled off. Let's do it again. Folks, I'm telling you, after the first game this morning that was interesting beyond belief, and now this back and forth affair, you got to tune in for game 3. It's going to happen here in a little bit. 3-2 now with 2 outs. Winning run at third, 90 feet away. Here's the pitch from Samuel. Misses just down, so Jared James will get that chance. Here's James now. We'll get a visit to the mound. This is Mikey Parrish of Stream Live Tampa, and what can I only describe as an interesting affair. We'll be right back. Mikey Parrish back here, a breathless Mikey Parrish back here at an 11-11 ball game. First and third, 2 outs. Jared James to the plate. Nicholas Smith now on the pitch. I thought the first game of the day was interesting. This has been a back and forth affair every inning that I'm going to go back and watch tonight. I'll turn the volume down, but here's the first pitch. Ball outside. 1-0. Davis on deck. Nick Smith to the plate. Davis got a quick little hitch and giddy up to the plate. Going from the stretch. Here's the 2-0. Going to miss outside. A little smile from the on-deck circle as it's 3-0. As Davis knows, if this is a walk with 2 outs, it'll have a chance to give the Dream the win. That one misses, and that's exactly what's going to happen. As it is bases loaded now with Anthony Davis Jr. at the plate. After what we've seen, it should not end any other way, but I would not put it past it. Here's the pitch. Take all the way, strike 1 from Smith. Here's the 0-1. Off speed, misses upstairs, 1-1. One and one with the 2 outs. And what's just been a absolutely blast game to call. There's a curveball off the end of the bat. Out in front was Davis. That's going to go to 1-2. Nicholas Smith, like I said, with that little hitch, seems like it takes forever for that ball to get to the plate. And Davis just couldn't wait long enough. Cue ball it off the edge of the bat. 1-2 now with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swings at the fastball upstairs. Just a fantastic game from both teams. I want to say thank you to the Georgia Dream and the Rip City Raiders. Oh, we're still going? Oh, the shootout. Texas shootout. Here it is. Let's learn something new, the Texas shootout. Hold on, folks. Texas shootout. Bases loaded with 1 out. When you're from Florida, you have not heard of a Texas shootout, so we'll see. Bases loaded with 1 out, I'm told. Here we go. Each team will begin the inning with the bases loaded and 1 out. After 1 inning, if the tie persists, the game will conclude in a tie. So we get the 1 inning of the Texas shootout for the seeding purposes. In the brackets, but tournament runs allowed. Okay, they'll go to tournament runs allowed if it ends in a tie after the Texas shootout, bases loaded with 1 out. So we're going to rest the voice one more time. We'll be right back. Always something new here at the Pro Series Power Showcase. We'll be right back. All right, again, here we go with a Texas shootout, which is no better way to see this game possibly end. I'm not going to overstep my bounds. I thought it was going straight to the runs allowed in the tournament, but the Texas shootout, which will be bases loaded with one out. And here's Nicholas Smith, who got the last out on the mound with the bases loaded and one out. Here's the pitch. Jared James still on the hill. Gets ahead. 0-1. Base hit. No, a great play by the shortstop. Cannot get the out at second base as it gets away. Second run will score. They'll keep it at first and second. A diving play by the shortstop. From my angle, it looked like that was headed into the outfield. Tried to feed the second baseman for the force. And it just ticked off the top of his glove. So here's Rodriguez. And it's now 13-11 for Rip City. The Dream will get their chance with the same setup. Bases loaded and one out. Ball inside, 2-0. So first and second with one out and 13-11 now. A 2-0 count to Rodriguez. That ball is hit high and deep into left field. Davis looks like he is going to be under it. He makes the catch and runners will have to hold. So 2 outs now. Nice job by the left fielder there as Rodriguez puts a charge in it, but straight up into the air. Now Castillo, who has moved his way across the diamond all day today, started as extra hitter, and now up with 2 outs, first and second, to face Jared James. Fastball pops the mitt, but upstairs. Here's the 1-0 to Castillo. Ball gets away, runners will move up. Castillo with a walk and 2 doubles today. In this 13-11 affair. So the 2-0 pitch to Castillo with runners at second and third now. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle, and that is going to get the job done. We'll see if Keon can get the throw in. Ooh. And he does on the one hop to hold the runner that was at second to third. Nice strong throw by Johnson in center field. But that'll plate another run on the base hit by Castillo, which gives him a single and 2 doubles. And here's Samuel. Still with the 2 outs. The Dream trying to get off the field and get back in there and get the sticks going. Here's the 1-0 to Samuel. Runners on the corners. Fastball missed by Samuel. 1-1 now. Good aggressive cut right there. Here's the pitch. Pops the mid. 1-2. Jared James with 2 good fastballs right there back to back. Throws the third by him. The Dream will have some work to do, but it'll be bases loaded with one out when we return. 14-11, Rip City over the Dream. We'll be right back. Mikey Paris back here live for Stream Live Tampa. The Texas shootout is happening right now. That'll load the bases with one out. The last three outs from last inning will be the base runners. And Nicholas Smith will face Thomas, the left-handed hitter, with one out, needing 3 runs for the Dream. First pitch strike. Here's Colin Thomas to face Smith. A balk as Smith stepped off with his left foot. That's going to put one across. Just to add some more fuel to the interesting fire of this ball game, the first run will score on a walk. So now Thomas, with one out and second and third, a base hit could tie the game. Good curveball for a strike in there by Nicholas Smith. The only thing this game hasn't had is a streaker. Outside. 1-2. Or Morgana the Kissing Bandit. Or the San Diego Chicken. This game has been absolutely wild. Curveball popped straight up. Smith's going to call everyone off, and he makes the play for the second out. So it's going to come down to Dixon with 2 outs and runners in scoring position. Here's Chance Dixon with 2 outs and tying runs in scoring position at second and third. Fouled off directly towards left field. So no balls, 1 strike. Nick Smith, not a big fan of the nice bright white pearl. Likes that one better. No balls and a strike. Ray on deck. Ball outside, 1-1. Ball is drilled deep down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will not. A long, loud strike there by Chance Dixon that would have tied the game. Left fielder on the hop over there. If it would have been fair, I think he would have had a chance at it, but it was foul. He was there if it was fair. So 1-2 now. Here's Chance. Misses outside, does not get the call. Here's the pitch from Smith as the crowd waits to see what will happen next. He's going to load it. The count goes to 3-2 with 2 outs. Here's the 3-2 from Smith. Looks inside. The ball also gets away. Robbins will grace the plate. So it's going to make it 13 now. He's trying to go to second. He does not make the throw. So second and third. And that is the winning run that sneaks into second base. We're going to have another timeout here for us all in the building to collectively catch our breath and see what happens next. We'll be right back. And we're back right now with 2 outs. The winning run at second, foul ball. The tying run at third, and Ray to the plate facing Nicholas Smith. If Ric Flair himself came in here and hit me in the back of the head with a steel chair, I would not be surprised on what happens next compared to what has gone on in this game. Here's the 0-1. Deep breath from Smith. Ball straight up into the atmosphere. The pitcher is calling it. He's waiting. Third baseman comes over and makes the play. Keep it at 14-13. Rip City wins the game, the craziest baseball game I have ever seen. Back and forth, 14-13. 14 runs on 9 hits and 2 errors. 13 runs on 11 hits and 1 error. Rip City wins their last game here and gets the Georgia Dream. Thank you so much. Stick around. We got 2 more games coming up. What's going to happen next? Mikey Paris for Stream Live Tampa. We'll see you at 3:45.